Then inside there is a hole, and a piece of neodymium YAG crystal, which is cut around and polished flat, sticks into that hole. There are two of those. One is here and the other is here. And on the other side, there is a pulsed infrared diode laser behind those covers here. So what those do is that you put pulsed current into the diode lasers. Diode lasers will shoot out pulses about wavelength less than a little bit shorter than a micron. I would say perhaps 900 nanometers, and that gets absorbed by these neodymium YAG, like little round windows or little washers. They absorb that and they get into excited state, so they can start lasing. So the cavity for the oscillator builds, then I think there is a mirror type cover on the other side here, and the other mirror is on this side here. And now this white thing here is a Pocal cell. The Pocal cell is a polarization switch which allows the laser to work in short pulses, because if the switch is not there, then the pump pulses from the diode lasers are relatively long. So, and with a long pump pulse, you will get a long pulse out of this neodymium YAG crystal. But in order to make the pulse shorter, they put in here what is called a Q switch, which is a cavity quality factor switch. Essentially, it's like a shutter. So when the pump pulse comes in first, then the shutter is closed. This means lasing cannot build up here. But then once the power or energy has accumulated in the crystal, then the shutter opens suddenly, and then the whole energy is spit out in a relatively short pulse. Well, this Q switch from here, then it reflects into this cavity here, goes to the amplifier, it double passes the amplifier crystal, goes over here, and inside here is a frequency doubling crystal. 1 micron goes in, and green and residual 1 micron comes out. And there are two dielectric coated mirrors here, which reflect green light but let the infrared light through. So it dumps the infrared and keeps just the green. So green comes out from this hole.